What's up YouTube, KidMoto22 here, and today I have another install video for you of original Garage Moto parts. What I'm going to be installing today is the passenger floorboards from original Garage Moto. These floorboards are the honeycomb style floorboards, just like the driver floorboards that I already installed on my bike. They kind of follow along that performance aesthetic. So if you're doing a performance style motorcycle and you're looking for, or a performance style bagger I should say, and you're looking for great floorboards, the drivers and passenger floorboards are absolutely fantastic. These are great quality pieces. The fit and finish is absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough good things about these. I've already installed the driver floorboards, and I'll put a link for that video up over here. And right now we're going to do the install for the passenger floorboard. So let's get to that right now. Welcome back YouTube, and as I said in my intro, today we're going to be installing the original Garage Moto passenger footboards. These things, just like the driver's footboards, these things are a great quality product by original Garage Moto. I can't say enough about the quality of their products. They really do a great job with their quality, and fitment has been no issues. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open this up. We'll take a look at these a little bit closer, and then we'll get to the install. All right, and just like the driver's footboards, these things are an absolute wonder in their quality. I can't say enough how great these footboards look, and how great they are in terms of appearance, and how I'm going to like them on the bike. So a couple things to note about these that are a little bit different is that, so you have a mounting bracket in the bottom right here, okay, and that mates up with the part that they provide right here that goes into your foot peg mount on your bike. So these things come apart, it goes in here, and it mounts, it mounts up to the bike, and it allows your footboard to flip up. Now, one of the things to note is that they have these centered on the foot pad. If that's not a comfortable position for your rider, you'll notice there's pre-drilled holes that you can actually change the position of this forward or backward depending on how comfortable it is for your passenger. So I do like the ability of these footboards to be adjusted forward or back so that your rider really gets the most comfort. And again, these things allow for that to be tipped in a comfortable position that way too. So I'm really excited to get these installed on the bike. I do have some aftermarket ones on the bike that we're just going to take off and remove. So I'm not going to really show you that because I don't have the stock ones on there anymore. And I really just want to be able to highlight these footboards that I'm going to be installing. Again, just as before, we have the original Garage logo here on the outside. Just a really nice looking footboard. And again, that knurling on the top provides just, the right amount for, not having your feet sliding and slipping around on the top of those. So, all right, let's get to that install. All right, we're going to do the install now of the passenger footboard, and when doing the install, this is where we're going to be installing it at. This is the stock hardware that's already on the bike. You're going to need to use this piece here that came with there, that's just for the friction fit. We're going to install this piece on there first. The reason why is that this is actually friction fit inside. This piece here is friction fit inside of the footboard itself. So when you install this, if you want to be able to turn your footboard, you want to make sure this part isn't tightened up in there already. So we'll put this piece in here. Then you have your locking pin. And sometimes this part takes a little bit of adjustment to get this in there. And I've found that usually if you wiggle this back and forth, that pin will kind of get in there into place. Sometimes it doesn't, and you need to realign it. And when you have the right alignment, it slides right into place just like that. The next thing is the snap ring, and the snap ring can be really tricky. So the thing about getting the snap ring is using your snap ring tool. So you need to have a snap ring tool, one of these, and that'll get you lined up. The snap ring itself, these can be tricky to put on, and if you drop them on a floor or they spring away from you, they're going to be nearly impossible to find on your garage floor. So you got to really keep an eye on the snap rings. So I always try to put the snap ring in place on the snap ring pliers first. And once I have them on there like that, then I'm going to keep my hand on that to kind of keep it as a guide. Otherwise, they can spring away on you. And then you open it up, snap it in, and there you go. Once you've got that snap ring on there, you'll see the snap ring itself will turn, but that pin isn't coming out with that snap ring in there. So then you know it's good to go. So now is the install of the footboard. And so you can slide that in, and this is where you can adjust that part of it. And again, that's where you want to make sure that you have your angle of your footboard correct, so that because once you put this bolt in, it's going to be a lot more difficult to adjust because that is a friction fit. And I'm going to use the footboard on the opposite side as a reference for the angle because I had these adjusted already for my passenger. So I'm just going to use that other side, like I said, as a reference to get the angle correct. And then I will tighten it down. And I'm just going to keep it not super tight right now. That way I can get my passenger on there and get that angle aligned up the way that we want it. But other than that, this is all for the install. So there we go. Passenger peg is in place. Everything is good. These look great on there. They also look great up, and you can see the original Garage logo, you know, nicely on the outside. So there we go. Have the install completed. Well, there you go. There's the install for the original Garage Moto passenger floorboards. If you don't know who Original Garage Moto is, you guys can find them on the web, you can find them on Instagram, and you can also find some of their install videos on YouTube. I would say go check them out if you're looking for any type of performance style parts for your bike. They make all kinds of great parts. They're making front fenders and risers. They have bars, they have floorboards. They have a lot of really great parts that they're making for that performance style aesthetic, and they look great, they function great. I can't say enough good things about them. I really like their parts, and I think you should go check them out. So if you do go check them out and you buy some parts from them, make sure you tell them that Kid Moto sent you. And I hope you liked my video today. If you do, give it a thumbs up. I'll put a link to another video of mine you might like over here or over here. And as always, you can always subscribe if you want to continue to watch my content. I'll put the link up over here or over here, and subscriptions are always free. So there you go, guys. That's all I have for you today. I hope you like it. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Comment below. This is Kid Moto. I'm out.